What is going on, everyone? Today I'm doing another Subaru video because in today's video I'm trying to wrap up the last couple things that I need to get done so that this thing runs correctly. So I did take it down to TPG and I did have them put a base map on it. And with that being said, there were several things that they did not like. There are certain things that they didn't like that I'm not going to change. They wanted me to redo all my fuel lines, and I'm not going to redo all my fuel lines. I do agree with them. They did mention about my fuel filter not being sufficient enough. This basically was just to get the car running. That's what I told them whenever I had originally gone down, that everything on the car right now was so I can break the engine in, because it obviously needs bigger injectors, twin disc clutch, and I have several other things that I have to make yet. But anyways, that's besides the point. So, with that being said, I do have plastic TGV deletes on this car, okay? And the problem with plastic is that it's really easy to over torque it, and I apparently did that. So I'm thinking that we have a pretty gnarly vacuum leak that I cannot track down. I don't have a smoke machine, so I haven't been able to get to that yet. However, I am going to be pulling the TGV deletes off. I already ordered new ones and they are coming in the mail. They'll be here Wednesday. Today's Monday, so we got tomorrow and then Wednesday. So I figured, why not get a head start on it and go ahead and rip it apart and get into it now. So without further ado, let's get into this. Thanks for tuning in to Bounce and Boosted. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is getting the intercooler piping off. I already went ahead and loosened this one up. I'm going to loosen this clamp here, and then I should be able to unplug the IAT sensor, and I'm probably going to leave the vacuum line hooked up to the blow-off valve just because I don't feel like removing it. So, let's go ahead and get that off. I need a pair of pliers for that one. Now that that's out of the way enough, there is what, 2, 4, 6 10mm bolts on each side of the intake manifold, but before I can get to those, I have to get this coolant reservoir at least loosened a little bit. I'm really trying not to drain my coolant out here, so yeah, hopefully I don't have to, but we'll see. Okay, that is loose. Doesn't give us much, but it gives us a little bit, so we're gonna run with it. Anything works, anything helps, so I guess the next thing up is going to be, I gotta loosen this, so I can get this boot moved out of the way so I can get all the bolts for this. This thing's a pain in the ass to plug on, so, and a pain in the ass to take off. Okay, so just as big of a pain in the ass as it is to take off or put in, it is also a pain in the ass to take off. So now that I got that out of the way, all right, that's out of the way. So now I'm going to grab my extension again. I'm going to get these 10 out of here, and I gotta cut some zip ties. Let's see. I need to get a 10 wrench for that one. That one's going to be a bitch. All right, so this side of the intake manifold is loose. I'm gonna put my extension. Same deal, 6 bolts over here. I'm gonna have to rewatch the video, but I definitely don't remember unplugging my map sensor. That's weird. Maybe I did unplug it and I just don't remember doing it. I don't know. Very strange. Alright, I'm going to be back in a sec. I'm gonna get this intake manifold moved. Might take a minute. I'm sure you guys don't want to see that. I finally got my TGV deletes in the mail. They came a day late. I was very upset about that. Super sad. But they're here and they are ready to go on. Now, they don't look much different than what I already had on it because I did go ahead and buy the black IAG CNC deletes. These things are sweet. Gotta hand it to IAG for that one. I don't know why, but I like the CNC machine marks. I don't know what it is about it. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get these junk-ass plastic ones off of here. And hopefully, this solves all the issues that I'm having. As far as the car running lean and also just, I don't know. Well, hopefully it runs better because it doesn't run right yet. But it's getting there. Just hang out. Bear with me a little bit. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and jump into that. Alright, so I got my handy dandy impact and an extension in case we need it. These are all 12mm bolts, so let's go ahead and get them out. I'm going to take the fuel rails off first. That way I can deal with any kind of other issues that I may have. Hopefully, shit, well, I'm going to have to fix that. I don't know if you guys saw what happened. I'm sure you did not. So the pins just pulled right out of the connector. No big deal. Just might need to glue them in if I have to. I don't want to do that, but gotta do what we gotta do. So yeah, that sucks. Oh well. On to better things. Wow, that's a lot of water in that. Okay, that side came out pretty good. I'm glad. Alright. Those can go into the trash. Junk. Set them here for now. I'm gonna keep the bolts just because I can maybe use them for something else later. The new ones came with new bolts. They're actually Allen bolts. So while I'm getting these bolts out of here, I do just want to go ahead and say thanks to everybody who watched the last video that I posted about the dirt bike revival. That thing, I know it's only like 500 or 600 views, but for me, that's a lot of views. So I just want to thank all of you guys for watching my videos. Like, I really never honestly thought that I would have anybody watching me. I kind of just started doing this because I wanted to document what I was doing. I don't know, I think, you know, it's just cool to have documentation of it all, you know? And I guess you guys think that it's cool to watch me do that, so that's really awesome. I never thought that this could be a possibility. Alright, so anyways, IAG supplies you with new gaskets for the TGV deletes. I have new gaskets for the intake as well. I just bought a whole kit because I didn't know that these came with this. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and wipe all of that shit down and get it ready for the new gasket. Okay. So the new gasket is going on here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There it is. So the new TGVs are going to be using small bolts for the up front and long bolts for the middle, whereas the other style that I had just used the long bolts everywhere. So this is interesting. I'm hoping that these aren't too long. We're going to find out. They look like they're pretty long though. So anyways, that one did bottom out, so that's good. Okay, I am going to go find a socket real quick for these bolts. Alright, so got a socket, got an extension, get the impact. Yeah, I'm impacting them on. That's probably what ruined the last ones, you know, but these ones are better. That's why I wanted the aluminum ones. Alright, and don't worry, I'm going to check them with a ratchet because I don't want to over tighten them. I did the last time. So don't want that same mistake again. I am going to use a 6-inch extension. Okay, that is one done. Installed, I should say. Let's put the floor rail back in. And I gotta fix this connector. Let's not forget that. That was a pain in the ass. Would have been really nice, IAG, to include new Allen bolt hardware for the fuel rails too. Just saying. So those are on. All right, it's one side done. One side done. One side, not two sides, one side. See, I tried to set everything when I wouldn't lose it. I still almost lost it. Which direction? Well, that was easy. I'm not sure why they pulled out of there. I figured for as easily as they pulled out, that thing was not going to want to go back on. Or like stay, I guess I should say. Alright, let's get all this shit back out. Blue plugs are always for your AVCS solenoids, at least on these EJ25s. I don't know about the 2.0s. Don't have much experience with the 2.0s. I do have a bug eye, but it's no longer going to be a 2.0, and I will have some videos on that coming up. Got an engine sitting for it over there, so hopefully that'll be another part of the old Subaru series builds, which like I said, hope you guys are enjoying. Let me know what you guys think. Any kind of feedback, anything at all that I could be doing differently, whether you guys would like to see more of. Yeah, just let me know. Thanks, appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get that side off now. This side might be the challenging side, but we will see. Hopefully it's easier. That'd be cool. Alright, and then I'm gonna need a wrench for that one because my turbo sits over the top of it. Alright, before I get all those, I forget about the fuel pump. Alright, that was definitely a pain in the ass. Let's go ahead and... yeah, these things are fucked. Let's get the other ones on. And hope that they seal. I gotta go get my flashlight. One of the injector O-rings fell off and I don't know where it went, so I'll be back. Alright, so this was a pain in the ass, way more so than it should have been. I don't know what the difference is between an 06 STI and an 07 STI, other than, like, I think the transmission is a little bit different. Anyways, maybe I'm just misinformed, which is probably the case. I won't deny that. But anyways, I was always under the impression that from 02 to 07, let me rephrase that, from 04 to 07 STIs, actually from 04 to 21, I was under the impression every engine was the same. You know, same layout, same intake, same TGVs, same fuel lines. Well, other than the 04, 05s were side feed versus the rest of them all top feed, to my knowledge. Now, whenever I look at the IAG box that I bought, it says 07 plus STI. Very confused by that. This is an 06 STI, and I did actually have quite of a difficult time trying to get this intake manifold to line up on these TGVs. So what I actually had to do was modify the intake manifold that I have so that I could get them to fit the TGVs. Now, I did go ahead and test fit a couple bolts into here because I wanted to make sure that what I had done had worked. But I'm gonna show you guys just so you know. So it's kind of hard to tell on camera because I can't really zoom with the GoPro, but these holes down here I actually had to egg out, and I had to bring them over this way because the bolt holes did not line up. I I can see it on there, so I'm sure you guys can see it, but they didn't line up on either side. These four were all good. Both sides. These two did not line up at all. So I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe I got a weird pair of them, or like I said, maybe I'm just misinformed. I don't know. If one of you guys knows, let me know so I know for the next time. But I was under the impression 06 to 07 STI, same damn car. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, maybe I'm misinformed. Anyways, I'm getting the intake manifold bolted on right now, and I guess I'll be back after I finish that up. A couple more things, and hopefully I can start this thing tonight and piss my neighbors off and see if it idles a little bit better, because that's pretty much what I'm after here. I want this high idle to go away and the rev hang to go away, and hopefully this is it. So we'll find out. Stay tuned. Okay, so the new TGVs are on the car. Like I said, after a slight bit of modification, they did fit. I'm a little bit bummed I had to do that, but whatever. You can't really tell, so without further ado, as long as the keys are in the car, I might have to go get them. But as long as the keys are in the car, I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up, and we're gonna see if it idles better or worse or whatever the case may be. I just hope that it does something better. So, all right, got the keys. Let's see what it does. I just want to make sure that it's not leaking gas up here anywhere, because I did just pull the injectors out, so. Alright, well, I don't see anything. I thought I smelled gas, but I don't see anything. does sound like it's going to idle better. So I guess we'll just have to see. Hopefully I can get this damn hose to go on. Okay, try that again. I think it's going to idle better. Well, there you have it. Hoping tomorrow that I can take it on a drive. I would do it tonight. I was hoping to be finished up a little sooner so I could go drive it, but probably not gonna happen tonight. That's okay. No big deal. Probably better that way anyways, because if anything does happen, it's gonna be dark out. But anyways, not sure if I'm going to make this into another video or not. Kinda would like to make it one video, so I don't know, we'll figure it out when the time comes. So, for now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in a little bit. Stay tuned.